What's going on, fam? It's the one and only Mr. WeFit, and today we have a great episode on the shift effect. And we have a wonderful guest, Miss Gaspara Cole, the one and only. Come on in.
Thank you so much for having me.
How you doing?
Great. How are you?
I'm great. Y'all see the energy she come on the show with? We're gonna have a great conversation.
I'm excited.
Yes. So, Gaspara, it's gonna be a nice conversation. Let's start off. Just walk us a little bit through your childhood. Tell me a little bit about that, Gaspara, just growing up.
So growing up, I have all sisters. I was surrounded by all girls. Girls, it's like just a lot of energy regardless. Like, I'm the second oldest, so I kind of had a big responsibility as a middle child and just kind of navigating through life, finding myself while also my sisters are finding themselves. It's just like, it was just a lot. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm here. And honestly, having all sisters, like I always wanted a brother, but having all sisters really made me who I am. Like, I love being a big sister. I love being a little sister because I'm guided, but I'm also guiding. So it's amazing.
I feel that feminine energy just coming out.
Yes, everything girly, everything pretty. It's just so girly, so much girliness in my life.
Yeah. Where you from? Like, we DC, DMV area? Where you from?
Yeah, I'm from Maryland, like all over Maryland. Okay. I lived mostly in Laurel. Now I reside in Columbia, Maryland. Also stayed in like Oxon Hill, Annapolis, like just all over. And yeah.
Okay, yeah, she's from Maryland for real, y'all. She's 100% Maryland. In the area, I've been knowing you almost 2 years now up here at Sycamore and Oak. I know you with the Black Bella. Shout out to
Josie Harris, shout out to Black Bella DC.
Yes,
we keep going up and away, and there's no stopping us.
I love it. Yeah, so, and I noticed that you was also an entrepreneurship on your own. What inspires you to be an entrepreneur?
So actually my dad, he's an entrepreneur, and we always talked about having our own family business growing up.
Okay.
Like, I always wanted my own shop, and I was thinking it was gonna be cooking or shoes, because he was like, he in the shoe game and stuff. So I was like, it has to be something around there, but I have my own wellness brand.
And that's what he do, not to cut you off, that's what he do for his business, was his shoe business?
No, it's actually, now it's security. Like, he just worked his way up security and also insurance and just kind of, but he's still like in the game as far as fashion goes. So I always like got inspired by that. I always just wanted my own, like me and my sister used to like sew like scraps together and sew clothes and stuff. And I used to like trade with people. I'm really into trading. I don't really like the whole money concept, but I always love to create and like just make little knickknacks, little like phone cases and stuff. So that's what I grew up doing. So honestly, my dad inspired me a lot with that.
Okay, speak about, like, I know you was about to go ahead and shout out your brand. Speak about your brand, your company.
Yes, so Masae Wellness, it was named after my little sister, Joella Masae.
Oh, wow.
Masae means one who is blessed with elegance. So the brand is really about everything soft, everything elegant, tea parties, pinkies up, like everything just like soft. And I just launched it in July, so like 6-7 months ago or so, and it's been doing amazing. I love the connections. I'm working on a few more product drops. I have like 4 main products out. Okay. This episode is brought to you by Zen.
Yes.
This is our natural pain relief, and it's amazing, but aromatherapy.
And I can speak to that too. The Zen, if you guys probably seen the commercial that I did, it really works wonders. Like, honestly, y'all know it come from me. And I also allowed somebody else to use it, and I got a great response back 2 days later, like, hey, Joe, that ointment that you gave me really felt good. So
yeah, like it's bioceutical mushrooms. So it's crazy. Like, the scientists are in there working. Like, it's really crazy what nature can do for you, but I'm really into the natural lifestyle, natural products and everything. So that's all I sell right now, but we just working our way up, and it's kind of more like a lifestyle than like a brand, I feel. So
do you do anything else besides like the product and stuff like that? What else you do?
Yeah, so I'm actually a holistic esthetician. So I focus a lot on touch therapy and trauma release.
Oh, wow.
In the work that I do. So I work with Black Bella. I'm partnered with them, and I work as their esthetician there. So everything is about healing, I feel.
And since you said a healer, can you explain that, what an esthetician is, so someone that might not know?
Yeah, so if you think about anybody in the spa doing facials, that's what esthetician is, like a skincare therapist. Yep. I'm basically right under a dermatologist. The dermatologist works on like the inner layer of the skin. Yep. I work on the outer layer, more like the aesthetic portion of the skin.
Okay.
When we're dealing with acne, anything, blemishes, hyperpigmentation, anything like that, like that's what
talking about me,
estheticians.
She talking about me.
No, no, absolutely not. But no, because like definitely you're into the wellness, skin clear, everything healthy, I will say. So that's amazing. But estheticians, like, we just work on the outside of the skin. So making people feel good, and then we do massage with it as well. I kind of worked my way up because at first, like estheticians, we work on the skin. I was really focused on Brazilian waxing. Like I was doing full body waxing, Brazilian waxing, and I was really passionate about it. But then my back started hurting, so I can't do it no more. But literally, like,
you too young for back problems.
I know. I was like, you have to find in this industry. You have to find what works for you and your posture because I was like, I just wasn't standing right. But then I kind of worked my way into the holistic healing, and that also stemmed from me having an autoimmune disease and just wanting to help others in that way. But also the power of touch is crazy. Like it's so many people out here who haven't been touched intentionally that really need like healing when it comes to that. Like the power of touch is just crazy. So that's what I focus on a lot.
So can I ask you, what inspired you want to get into like touch therapy and stuff like that? I think it's pretty dope. You are a healer. What?
I think having lots of trainings and really building these relationships with my clients and learning the skin, like I just love touch. And I think it's more so like what it can do for people, especially when you have inflammation or tension, any type of trauma or like stress in the body, like a massage will get you right, like seriously. I also focus a lot on lymphatic drainage. So like when we have inflammation and like just stagnant fluid or anything like that in the body, I tend to focus on that a lot. And people don't really realize it. Like, that's why I always say stay hydrated because things are moving. When we get to massaging, like stay hydrated. But sometimes people don't realize how much they were storing in their cheeks or their neck or their shoulders until like you actually get a massage. So I definitely am for the people as far as that. Like people, we just hold so much and we carry so much with us mentally and physically. So I really tend to the physical, but also like I have these conversations with people when we really get deep into the works, and then it becomes mental. So
absolutely, because the work, it translates to mental. There's a lot of research to back that. Tell me the first time when you was like, man, when I did this, like this is what I want to do in regards of wellness.
Okay, so I like as far as like me being an esthetician.
Yes, like this is what I want to do. Like, I really like
so this. Literally, like my senior year of high school got cut, or actually my junior year got cut because of COVID, and I was like, I'm going to the military. Like literally, I said I was going to the military, and I just don't see that for myself. And but then everybody during that COVID time, everybody was into like health and wellness. So I was like, I want to learn how to wax. Like I always just wanted a side hustle like that, but then it turned into my whole thing. And then, you know, with the autoimmune stuff or just working with people and learning the ways of people and how they work and how they move and how they live, it's just like I want to be that light to people. I want to be able to help people in such a way where it's like, you going to remember me, you going to come back. But even if they don't come back, they're going to remember me. And
I like that.
I just feel like just the journey inspired me. Honestly, like it was a thing where I just faced God and I had to really just dig deep into my healing. That's why I want to heal others.
Wow, great. Thank you for that response. Do you have any like mentors or credible people that you want to shout out that meant a lot to you?
I definitely want to shout out Josie Harris.
Love you, Josie.
No, seriously, like it's just amazing. Like she's amazing mentor. She's a boss, everything. She just inspires me so much. Also the women in my life, definitely, they put a different perspective. Like I have a friend group, like we all very close, we travel, we do everything together, except they out of state, some of them. But like when we come together, it's just like raw and authentic. And also growing up with sisters, it's like a lot of emotions in the air. So it's like kind of having to navigate through that and dial things down or just like create a safe space. I feel like it's all about like creating, like, and whether that be a space, a product, like some type of digital stuff, like anything. I feel like we're all put here to create.
Hey, I agree with that. Like we can go on and on about creativity. Can you describe like something? Can you describe your model? Like what is it for? If I'm signing up, booking an appointment with you or anything, can you describe like what would a facial in simplistic words? What would that look like? Walk that through. And also, what would that look like in regards to, what's your take? It's a two-part question. What's your take on men in regards of like taking care of their wellness? Because a lot of men shun on that, oh, we always hard, me being a man, and we really don't take those opportunities to get those facials, the grooming, the massages and things like that. So two-part question.
So when starting out, like I definitely talk people through like what their goals are before touching them. But also I feel like in this industry, especially, I touch people for a living and I carry that, like I feel energy. So I carry that with me. So I really start with grounding and breath work. Make sure people before they even come in my space, they're not hostile or like worked up or like, oh, traffic and all this stuff. Cause you know, this is a relaxing environment, so I just want people to relax in the best way they can. So I definitely start with grounding, and then we go into like skin analysis. Then we get physical, touching and feeling. What's wrong with your skin? What are your goals? Then we get to the actual like, okay, mechanics of it, what products we're using, and it's like a 7-step routine that we do. But my main thing really is the massage, and I do like natural facelifts with my hands. So even when people don't ask for it, I always am able to tell when people have some like stagnancy or inflammation. So like I always talk them through like, we're gonna be starting some lymphatic drainage massage, like let me know the pressure, let me know what your comfortability is, and then we could start that. But I definitely like, it's a whole system. And I feel like it's crazy because somebody asked me the other day, like, how do you get everything done in an hour? Like, how do you know the timing? And honestly, like, I joined beauty school 2021, so I'm going on like 4 years of being an esthetician. So it's kind of just like habit. Like you get in your flow and stuff, and everybody's different. So you have to feel like different energies. Some people may need more or less. Some people like, you know, it's really, everybody's different. But as far as men go, like I fully support men's self-care. Like self-care is for everybody, and it's never too late to start. Like literally. And you know, like I feel like pouring into yourself is the first thing that you should be doing, especially as a man. You got kids, you got a wife. You need to get you right first. You can't have no wife and kids and you not right.
Absolutely.
I don't know. I feel like when I get a husband, we going on like spa days every week. So like I love the self-care for men, and I definitely want to promote that more as far as like people in the community and just like, you know, people in the system or like just people in general. But definitely men, I feel like they don't take it serious. Like y'all think it's like girly or something, but I really think if more men put more time into themselves, like it would be a different dynamic in the world.
Absolutely,
because
I agree.
It's a man's world apparently.
So I want to comment on, this is the way like trends and things are going. And in regards to your industry as well, like technology, what's your take on technology and how would you use it, or how are you using it in regards to your business? Yeah,
I mean, technology is amazing. For me personally, it's very overwhelming because I'm not a techie person at all. Like I'm still learning my ways through it, but there's definitely some amazing technologies. Like at the spa, we have a 3D facial analysis where we really go like in depth of the skin, and if you have water loss or dehydration or anything like that, it tells you, and it's pretty advanced. They have a lot of advanced treatments like that. Also, I do body sculpting, so things like post-op fat reduction, skin tightening, those technologies are amazing. I also like am very traditional, so I work with my hands a lot. But I do love technology. It's evolving so much, especially in the beauty industry. And yeah, I just have to learn it more, I feel. Like I definitely have to learn it more because I know that's gonna like push everything for me. And social media, like that's a form of technology. So it's all about learning and finding out what works for you. Because I feel like I get wrapped up in this stuff as far as technology goes, and it's so much. It's so many. Like we were just talking about that, the iPad and stuff, like it's just so much. So I'm like, I don't want to get caught up, but I definitely think it's more ways to go as far as me personally learning more technology and how I can implement it in my services.
Absolutely. Thank you for answering that. You know, gun violence. I want to speak about gun violence is a thing, and it's a serious thing. You know, guns just don't do violence on its own. You know, people actually making these, you know, crazy acts. My take is, have you ever been impacted by gun violence directly, or someone that you know, or anything like that?
Yes. So gun violence impacted me and kind of changed the trajectory of my life when I was 14. My close friend, Long Live Xavier, he actually was a victim of gun violence. Oh, wow. Long live him. Yeah. He, it was a drug deal gone wrong at 14 years old, wow. And he passed away. And I just feel like it's so much like warfare in our community, and it's so much like misled children, especially because like they're just not being treated right, and then they get a hold of the gun and it's just like, who knows. But I really feel like we should start putting the guns down and start using our hands. But I also feel like the new generation coming up, they're more exposed to it. Right. And they just like, that's my only option, a gun. Like, I don't know. It's like a touchy like subject for me, because it's like, I wish I could do more. Like, I wish I could do more for these people, and especially these children, like these kids. Like, I feel like the youth is all we have. The youth is everything to me, I feel. So I try to lead them in the best way I can when I come in contact. Like, my little sisters, like, I don't ever play about them. So I really just try to make sure that they're leaders instead of followers, because it's a lot of following activity going around. It's a lot of like, monkey see, monkey do. Absolutely. So I'm just like, you gotta lead these babies in the right direction, like literally. And then like, you know, the older generation, people older than me and stuff, like, I don't know. Like, I feel like that's not the last resort. Yeah, like it may be in some cases. It's really just like a thing where it's like situations, but I think we should put the guns down. Yes, put the guns down, put your hands up. Yeah, I appreciate guns down, hands up. I appreciate that. So I wanted to back a little bit, and you did address it somewhat in regards to the technology piece. What are certain challenges in regards to you starting your wellness business? What certain challenges that have you came and how you overcame it? I know it's always going to be challenges in business no matter what, but what are certain challenges that you had but you found ways to overcome? I feel like the big challenge for me is social media. Okay. It's like this big thing, and everybody get their content creation stuff. Like, it could be for me as much as it is, right? I feel like when I really step into that, I'm gonna get it and I'm gonna hold on to it. But I haven't got there yet. But also, I overcame it because I'm more in real life. Like, I love real life interactions. I love selling my products in real life. I love the services in real life. So, but also with this content and finding my niche and my brand and like the brand, what it exudes, I think just being myself. Like, I really think that, because I make some interactive videos and I go out to the people and like interviews and stuff, and I'm just like, I think I get more recognition and more just like, this is the brand than I ever have when it comes to everyday content and like this social media stuff, because I was kind of going through like this whole like, I don't know, identity crisis, like with this brand, because it's like, what do I do for the people? How do I put it out there? But honestly, it's more appreciated when it's intentional and when I take my time with it. Like, granted, I will get to the point where it's like, I'm going to have people working for me and stuff. But now that it's just me, it's kind of just like, I have to be intentional about what I put out there. And even if that's once a month, it's just going to be once a month, but it's going to be the best once a month. Like, it's going to be the best. Quality, so yes, quality, the quality, literally the quality over quantity. Yep. So that was like my challenge, but I'm overcoming it because I'm just staying the course. I like that, being consistent. Yeah. Working through the storm. It's one thing that I definitely want to speak on that I noticed. You also model. Like, speak on that. Like, you a model. Go ahead. Yeah, speak on that. Shout out to Ray Edwards Photography. He's my photographer. We create a lot. I've been in a couple music videos, and I really love to be the muse of my own brand. But granted, I do want to have more people out there, but they got to fit the brand. They got to fit. Makes sense. It got to make sense, right? Yeah, the vision. Because I sell body care, I do want to kind of work my way up into skincare and more like holistic things. And I definitely want to have other people. But for me, modeling started when I cut all my hair off when I was 18. And that's going on like 4 years ago. So mind you, my birthday is January 20th and I'm turning 22. So yeah, I'm just feeling every type of vibe. So literally, like, it started when I cut all my hair off and I was just like feeling so empowered. So I booked a photo shoot with somebody in Baltimore and got my makeup done and everything, found a dress and everything, and I just took these pictures. But then I found my good side. I found what works for me. I found the poses and everything, and I'm still learning through it. But I think I got a hold of that because it's like, you have to really work the camera. Like you really like make the camera like yours, literally. So I really appreciate my photographer because he literally, any type of idea I bring to him, he makes it happen and he takes care of me. So I really appreciate that. But yeah, I love to model. I love the camera so much. I want to be in more videos. I want to just do everything that I possibly can. But yeah, I'm just kind of living in my prime.
And that goes back to the creativity. It speaks to you, like your personality is super creative. We got a few more questions. If you had any superpower in the world, but it's only one superpower, what would it be? Like, I'm just curious.
You're not gonna believe it.
What?
Mind reader.
Oh wow.
And I've said this before and people are like, why? But I have to know. But sometimes ignorance is bliss, but I have to know because I already read body language. So I'm like, what are you thinking? I so wish. Or even invisible. Like if I could just go invisible real quick, like I would do that. But definitely I want to read minds. But I'm already kind of intuitive on that level. Like I have a dream about it and it happens. So I'm grateful for that discernment, but honestly, in the moment, I want to know what everybody is thinking.
Yes. So yeah, I know your birthday's coming up. Happy early birthday on the 20th, y'all. You know her birthday. What plans do you got coming up? Any plans?
Yes, so me and the team.
You don't gotta give us no dates, but like any plans.
Yeah, me and the team, we're going to Ontario, California. We're going for a business expo. And because I didn't have no plans, but I was like, this is perfect because it's like who I'm becoming this year is kind of just, like I'm really settling into myself and I'm really big on my birthday, big Aquarius. I'm really big on my birthday. Last year for my 21st, I had a cocktail party, huge, like black tie type of vibe. I was like, this is amazing, but I did too much. Like it was too much. So this time I'm keeping it chill, low key, but that trip just like the opportunity just came. I was like, perfect. And I'm also doing like a gala on like the day when I come back. I think I'm going to New York with my mom to get facials. So, like, even though, like, it seems like a lot, I kind of really just want to kick my feet up. Like, I really just want to lay down and go to sleep. But I know what comes with the lifestyle.
Can I ask this, though? You just led me to another great question. How is that experience, you being an expert in this, like facials and stuff like that, but when you go get it done by someone else, are you having certain expectations? Do you like, oh wow, they some trash?
I'm not gonna lie. Like sometimes I really nitpick at things like that.
Hey, you forgot this. Hey, you should have did that.
I'm just thinking like I have to take a deep breath with some things. Like if you not like if I'm not feeling it in the right way I should. Like if it's not intentional, because you could really feel the intention behind touch. Yeah. So and your clients can feel that too. So like when people are just like rushing and just doing whatever they learned in beauty school, mind you, like beauty school, I'm grateful for it, but it didn't teach me who I am and what I know now.
Right.
It's really to kind of just get you in the door, get your license and everything. But anywho, I really nitpick at everything. So I really I pay attention. So I definitely want quality and like good service and everything, but I definitely pay attention. And sometimes like I really would just rather do it myself, but you know, on special days like that, it's like you want to get that done, you want to be pampered too. Right. So yeah, I definitely pay attention to everything when it comes to that.
I appreciate it. Is there anything you want to ask me? Anything you want to lead toward? Tell them how to go follow you?
Oh yes, I have a couple things going on Instagram. Like I have too many Instagram accounts actually. You can follow and shop Masae Wellness. It'll be right here, and I'm restocking on my birthday. So go get that. Pain relief, bioceutical mushrooms, everything. So yeah, I think shop Masae Wellness.
Yes.
And
tell them. Go ahead.
Maybe you could put my like other Instagrams like in the bio.
Okay. Or something. Yeah, look, tell them to subscribe to Mr. WeFit.
Subscribe and follow Mr. WeFit at WeFit DC and Mr. WeFit. And we're in Sycamore and Oak, and y'all need to come get y'all lessons and your trainings out the way because grind all winter, shine all summer.
Hey, you heard it. It's Mr. WeFit, y'all. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Boom.